Scientists now have renewed hope for the North Atlantic right whale population. A right whale calf has recently been spotted off the Florida coast. It is one of the rarest species of whales on the planet. There are only about 400 right whales left in the world, and they have been dying at record rates. Moira Brown, a senior scientist at the Canadian Whale Institute, joins us now to talk about why the birth of this whale is such an encouraging sign. Moira, thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning, Kelsey.
So why is it so significant that this baby right whale was spotted?
Well, this is the first right whale calf that's been seen in 2 years. And with a population that is so few in number, the only way it's going to increase is if the right whales do their part and the females have calves. And so 2017, only 5 calves were born. 2018, there weren't any. So we're really excited about this new calf this year and hoping that the other 4 adult females that have been seen down in Florida will also produce a calf pretty soon.
And what I learned about the right whale is that the area in Florida is kind of their baby nursery, but this is just step one in these warmer waters. Now we need the baby to grow and thrive, but what is the outlook for this baby's survival?
Well, it's got quite a migration ahead of it. So usually the mothers and calves will stay down there on the calving ground through February into March, and then they start their migration up along the mid-Atlantic, past many, many busy cities, across the Gulf of Maine, ending up hopefully in Canadian waters by the summer. And so this is a really heavily industrialized area with lots of shipping and lots of fishing. And so so many of our colleagues in Canada and the U.S. have been working with the industries and the governments to reduce the risk of vessel strikes and to reduce the risk of entanglement in fishing gear. So the baby has a gauntlet to swim, without a doubt. But because we can identify it as an individual associated with its mother, who we know, we've been watching her for 21 years, and actually this is her 3rd calf. Survey teams will photograph the whales as much as possible as they make their migration to other habitat areas. And we'll try and track this calf over the next year.
Moira, you speak about the calf and her mother with such fondness in your voice that I know this is near and dear to your heart. So we're glad that we have humans like you who are fighting for them. But you mentioned the challenges of humans on the right whale species. So is that the only challenge they face, is just the fact that we're in their ecosystem?
Yeah, right whales are at risk from vessel strikes and gear entanglements throughout their range. And there have been a lot of mortalities in the last few years, more than 20. And humans can do something about human-related mortality. We can't do much about reproduction, so we're really just pacing the delivery room to wait for more calves. But there are so many measures in place, and so many people who work in the shipping industry and the fishing industry have modified their activities to give a little bit more room for right whales. And that's the best hope that we can have for them, is to reduce the mortality so that young calf can thrive and if it's a female, produce calves of her own, or if it's a male, contribute as well.
Moira, we will be watching the whale population, as you will, I'm sure, with bated breath. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, Kelsey.